The band Famous.
The band Famous.
The band Famous.
Our first album, that's what it looks like on the App Store.
The band Famous, yeah. We communicate with you guys. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode here on our YouTube channel, and if you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that we can share our content with you easily and you will be the first to know when we have new uploads coming. And we do apologize, as it has been a little while since we've given you some of our regular episodes that we were doing, and we thought it was about time that we came to tell you why. So as you know, we did have our venue in downtown Los Angeles at 2004 East 1st Street, LA, California 90033, and we had some wonderful events at the start of this year. We had the Follow Your Dreams benefit show with the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, which was a great success, featuring Crown, Dakota Faye, Corinne O.C. The energy was amazing. We also had the Love Affair event with the American Heart Association, but before we could even get to that, to bring you these exciting events that Xander and I worked so hard along with the artists involved, we worked hard producing these shows for you and hosting and showcasing these wonderful artists and musicians, but it took a long time for us to even get there. There was the venue search, which we were combing through tons of LA real estate, which took months of work. I'm talking like 6 months probably at least. And we were looking for the right venue that we could use to have our shop, to have as our broadcast venue for our in-app concerts, as those of you who may have even tuned in to the Follow Your Dreams or Love Affair show through our TBF apps, and also our production center and our recording studio. And we finally found the venue, and even when we found it, it was a process getting in. It took probably another 2 or 3 months to even get in, and then once we did, we were in the renovating phase, as there was so much work that had to be put into it. But you're hearing me talk about this venue in past tense, and you may be wondering why. Well, because unfortunately it is now something of our past, and we did have to move our venue because unfortunately these monthly shows could not continue from 2004 East 1st Street. We did have to move our venue even after all of the work, all of the hard work and time. Moving the venue was not something that we wanted to do. Xander and I put so much into this venue. We poured so much of our time, energy, and we honestly feel like we put some of ourselves into this venue even. So why did we have to move it? Well, a little bit before we get there, there were no tenants above us. This was confirmed by our landlord multiple times. Yet we heard parties above. We heard even drilling at one point above us. We heard what sounded like hammering. We heard someone talking on a PA system for a type of networking drumming ceremony. And then there was rain, lots of rain, and everything was fine. It was all good, up until the upstairs shenanigans. So there were no problems, but we continued to hear noises above us. We continued to address this with our landlord, and he continued to reassure us that there was nobody renting any unit above our unit, and that there was no way that somebody could be messing with the roof, which is what it sounded like, directly above us. And then more rain. And then water leaked. And Xander had put a tarp up on the ceiling to try to protect our studio. However, the water came in and the roof even started to come in. Our ceiling started to cave in, and the tarp is honestly what saved our studio. It literally almost destroyed our entire production studio. The gist is, our previous landlord was bad. Basically a slumlord as far as I'm concerned, in my personal opinion, because literally Xander and I put so much time, hours, weeks, maybe probably even months, it did take us months, We did painting. We did, not only finding the place and getting into the place, but when we got there, it was not in any condition to be open to the public. It was essentially a rundown storage unit with a bunch of junk in there. So not only did we do trash removal and took out a bunch of junk that was just sitting in there for whatever reason, but we also painted the walls and made it more presentable for like a gallery or venue setting. We also tiled the bathroom floor, so water leaked and nearly destroyed our place, and we tried to find out where this leak was coming from, and the landlord couldn't figure out where it was coming from. He couldn't figure out why our ceiling was caving in, and he was trying to tell us that all of this painting and the retiling of the bathroom floor that Xander and I did, he had the audacity to say that his guys did it, and so we were basically done at that point because our landlord didn't even have the memory of what his unit looked like prior to us moving in, even though we had photos of before and after. So anyways, we haven't done an esport episode in a long time either, but there was a Pokemon Go gym on our venue where we hosted our monthly benefit shows, and since we've moved, that Pokemon gym was removed from our old venue, which is odd because we didn't put it there, but it was called To Live and Love in LA. So it's really strange to us that it's no longer there, because I don't see how a gym like that could have offended anybody. To live and love in LA. That was the name of the gym. So then we had to reset our venue, and we have a new space, and we have air conditioning, there's heat, there's a parking lot. It's essentially the same but better, and no more bad landlord to deal with, no more shenanigans on our rooftop, and it is a secret location, so if you want to be in the know, get on our newsletter to become the first to know the latest scoop. I wish I could say that the shenanigans ended there, but there was further harassment. There was also harassment with our neon sign, which we ordered for our business for our venue opening back in December 2018. And it was supposed to have been sent to us completed by February or March 2019 at the latest. They did finally email us pictures that they completed our sign back in March 2019, but yet here we are in July, and with several emails and phone calls and so much communication on our end to try to figure out what is taking so long, but yet they've always left us hanging with that our sign is marked in transit and that it was supposed to be shipped in a week's time back in like April or March. So we don't know if we're ever going to get our neon sign or what happened. We honestly had to report them to the Better Business Bureau because they weren't getting back to us. And looking at their Facebook page for Neon Signs USA, is a company out of Austin, Texas, they had a lot of complaints from people on their Facebook page that seemed to suffer the same fate of not getting the sign they paid for, never having it delivered. And when we went to file the report with the Better Business Bureau, there were also other reports made against this company. And so since then, their number is no longer working, and we've yet to hear back from them by email. And even the Better Business Bureau got in touch with us and said, hey, we tried to get in contact with this company and we cannot get in contact with them. And, that's basically that for the time being. So time will tell if we ever will get our neon sign, but it's a little difficult to open our new venue, let alone even our previous venue, without having our neon sign to show people where to go to come to our monthly benefit shows. And so that has been very frustrating, and I wish I could say it ends there, but it just seems like the punches just keep coming sometimes. And for example, our app has also been targeted. Most recently was after we uploaded our lyrics from our debut album, Last Words, which is available exclusively in our app, The Band Famous. And we uploaded our lyrics to lyrics.com and genius.com. And the very next morning, our app was pulled off of Google Play, saying some ridiculous reason or another. I think it was like they didn't like our content rating or something. Previously, before then, it was pulled down because some of our song artwork was deemed as pornographic or offensive. And later, when we appealed this, even Google Play was like, hey, this is art. You guys aren't violating our terms. And they went ahead and put our app back on the market. Even after doing so, we were targeted again. After we uploaded our lyrics the very next morning, it was pulled off again because someone reported our content rating, that they didn't like the content rating according to what our app contained. So then we had to resubmit the content rating with Google Play and resubmit our app, and it was put back on the market again, only to be targeted again, saying something to do with they weren't happy with like our YouTube videos that we have in our app. And it's like, well, you know, we own the rights to have these YouTube videos in our app, so we're not doing anything wrong there. And so once again, our app is back on the market, but it's like they won't give up. Someone out there, or some people who don't clearly have a lot of other hobbies in their daily lives, are seemingly having a kick trying to keep our app off the market, and tentatively trying to keep our monthly shows from continuing, which they did do a pretty good job at slowing us down. As you can see, you know, with our previous venue, took quite a beating with whatever was going on the rooftop with those weird drumming ceremonies and drilling and hammering and talking over a PA system, everything that we heard, you know. So we're so grateful, and we're truly lucky that we were even able to save our studio, all of our production equipment that we've been putting our life, our hearts, our soul into to bring you new music, to bring you these monthly shows that we broadcast through our apps. And it's just a miracle that we're still going, because you could say that there were attempts to prevent us from continuing to keep on keeping on. So how can you help us? If you do want to help us, that is, if you want to show support, and how you can stick up for the underdog who, you know, clearly some people don't want you to know about. We always joke that we're the industry's best kept secret. We welcome you to submit feedback to actually the Google panel for when you search our band, the band Famous. On the right-hand side of the search results, there should be a link for suggestion, and it'll say the band Famous TM for our trademark, and it'll say musical artist underneath. And if you click that link, it will refresh the search and show the Google panel for when you search our band. And actually there was some progress coming along there, as not too long ago we had our YouTube showing up, the icon for our YouTube channel showing up in the Google panel on the right hand side of the search results. But there was a little blackout this summer, just recently, like in the past month or so, where Google was down for a little bit. And when it came back up, our YouTube icon was no longer showing up in the Google panel. So we're not sure what that was about, but we do greatly appreciate any help for those of you who care to submit feedback. I'll demonstrate how you can do so. And you can give them some of our links, like our website, our Apple iTunes link where you can buy Promises, or Spotify where you listen to Promises, or our iTunes app link for the band Famous iPhone app, or the Google Play app link, our YouTube link, our Twitter, the band Famous, Facebook, the band Famous, Instagram, the _band _famous, and things like that. In other news, we have a music video dropping soon. The song is already available, so check it out on TBF Radio. You can listen to Emotional Scatter along with some other great music as featured in our Hall of Fame. We do have another addition to the Hall of Fame, so check out Pi Lewis and check out everyone else in the Hall of Fame. They're sure to treat your ears. We do have a new album and monthly shows, merchandise, and a tour all coming your way. So we're working hard, guys. We're not stopping, even if things might be trying to slow us down and make us have to reset with a new venue and going back to square one to a degree for what we want to do with bringing you our monthly benefit shows. But we did it before. We will do it again. You know how we do, guys. And thank you for sticking with us this far, and thank you for believing in us and supporting us on our journey. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you like this video and you want to see us rise above the haters and just keep being the band Famous, no matter who tries to stop us or pull our app down or shut our venue down. Give us a thumbs up if you want to continue to see us push forward. We know we're going to, and it means a lot to have your support, guys. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love. We are working on going on tour nationwide. We are putting together cities and states that we're trying to go to and making all the footwork and planning now in preparation in advance, looking at venues, even house parties. We're not too picky. We just want to share our music with our fans and in as many ways as possible. So we are working on that. And again, we are doing everything, Xander and I, myself. We don't have a manager. We don't have a label. Like I said, it's Xander and I doing everything. You know, we run our websites, we run the Hall of Fame, we run TBF Radio, we run the Band Famous apps, we cast, edit, produce, direct, act in our music videos. And there has been a lot going on under the radar, but hopefully we've helped make some of that a little clearer to you guys, that you understand that we're not just lounging around doing nothing, but we are actually tackling a lot of things and putting out many fires and tackling many challenges and obstacles. And as always, we will rise up and be strong. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tapping that like button, and we appreciate your comments and your love always. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned. More episodes on the way. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and look forward to more. Thanks for watching.